We're learning more about the tragic B 52 crash at Edwards Air Force Base in California this week. The first victim to be publicly identified was Miles Middleton. He was a former Air Force Test Squadron commander working as a B 52 test pilot for the plane's manufacturer, Boeing. Middleton had commanded the 419th Flight Test Squadron from 2016 to 2018. The squadron oversees the Global Power Bomber Combined Test Force, which is responsible for testing some of the military's most powerful aircraft. Tuesday night, the wife of a second victim, Jeremy Smith, confirmed her husband was lost in the tragedy. He was a Defense Department civilian, he was a flight test engineer, and leaves behind a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. As of Tuesday evening, the other 6 victims had yet to be identified. The B 52 Stratofortress, a nuclear capable subsonic jet powered strategic bomber, crashed shortly after takeoff Monday morning. Investigators are looking into how in the world this crash happened, but admitted it could take months to figure out the root cause. The plane was old, but authorities say it was heavily upgraded.
Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone, even the elder that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of the truth and its sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Okay, I'm the elder Yashuan. And this lesson will largely be about whatever this incident was. What happened here? So, with this plane. Okay, 2 scenarios. I want to talk about two possible scenarios. Okay, the first one. Yeah, crazy. This. All right. This is crazy.
First victim to be publicly identified was Miles Middleton. He was a former Air Force Test Squadron commander working as a B 52 test pilot for the plane's manufacturer, Boeing. Middleton had commanded the 419th Flight Test Squadron from 2016 to 2018. The squadron oversees the Global Power Bomber Combined Test Force, which is responsible for testing some of the military's most powerful aircraft. Tuesday night, the wife of a second victim, Jeremy Smith, confirmed her husband was lost in the tragedy. He was a Defense Department civilian, he was a flight test engineer, and leaves behind a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. As of Tuesday evening, the other 6 victims had yet to be identified. The B 52 Stratofortress, a nuclear capable.
A what? This is what I wanted to pull out here. What's this thing doing? Okay. Why did it go down? It's nuke capable. Was there a nuke strapped on the back of it on its way to Iran? Okay. So, 2 possible scenarios. Let's get the physical one first. Okay. First, I have to play this vignette. Okay. So, this is New York Post an hour ago. Father of 2 young boys among those killed. You got to understand what's going on. So, a B 52 crashed over here in California, I believe. Edwards. Yep. So, this is in California. It happened on Monday. Today is Wednesday. What happened? Okay. Was it shot down? Who shot it down? Who would shoot this thing down from here? Who could sit right here with a shoulder fire missile, right? And take this thing down. Small surface to air anywhere in there. Drone, little drone. Take that thing down, right? Right? On its way. Somebody had advanced knowledge of whatever was strapped on it. It's about to run a mission. What happens? This motherfucker goes down, and now things change. Right? Whatever policy. Oh, well, you were supposed to do an attack, and the attack didn't happen. Well, we tried, but the plane went down. Nuclear capable plane went down on Monday. What else went down on Monday? Got to look into that. But the point that I'm making is this. Let's play this. This is GMS Inquirer Early, the brother, 12 hours ago. All right, so listen to what this brother says. He says when the race war jumps off, Esau, you think you're just going to be fighting us. You think he's just going to be fighting Jake? Oh, we're going to go kill some niggers. Listen to what he says. Who might be sitting with a shoulder-fired missile with an RPG? Now, this is fair use. I'm not, I would never do anything like that. That's not what we do. But who fires RPGs? The Soviet, the other forces, not the West, right? You know what I'm talking about. Those are their weapons. Not that they don't exist over here. Of course they do, with cartels and stuff like that. But what I'm getting at is, we'll let him say it. What's he gonna say?
Hear me out. So y'all really think all the countries where America done around the world gonna stand back and watch while we over here fighting?
Stand back and watch from where? Their country. You hear what he just said? When the race war comes, he says, all them other countries, are they going to stand back in their home country and watch us fight? They don't have to stand back in their own country. Do you know how many Russians are here? Do you know how many Iranians are here? Do you know how many Chinese are here? They're here now. So what he said could be very well true. They already have troops here. Who came across that border during the free-for-all border lift? Right? The what they call that shit down there? It's that pathway down there where a motherfucker send their people to get through that path. Forget. It might come to me. Anyway, what he said is these foreign people, these foreign nationals, have troops here. The moment that this place is destabilized, what do you think America and the Israelis, they have their people in place in Iran, in places of business, in places of government, official capacity. They have spies already in there, right? That when they're alerted to the internal attack, they play their position. Do you think that that doesn't exist here in Babylon? That all of these people, when they're told, they're given the order to go, that they go and do whatever it is that they're really here for. So now when we go back here, anybody could be laying out here with a shoulder-fired missile from Iran, from China. They have troops here that came across the border. What's that pass that's called? You said to, damn, I forgot. Let's get it real quick. What is, I forgot what it's called. Oh, it almost came to me. What's the name of the pass that's so dangerous on the way to the AMERI American border? called? It's called something pass. Coley. Let's see. It's called the Darien Gap. The Darien Gap. Oh, Darien, you send your family to Darien. Okay. The Darien Gap. Forgot what I was saying about it. Who came through the Darien Gap? Here's the question. Let's go back. Let's ask it this. How many? Okay, Darien. How many estimated personnel? How many estimated dive deeper mode? How many estimated military personnel ELL, where am I? Personnel NEL from different countries were able to come through. Oh, nigga, we don't know. We can't answer that. And we've been programmed to evade anything near a Negro question like that. There is no official data or verified, and we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Even though we know a nigga came across and threatened everybody. You'll soon find out who the fuck we are. Nigga, we just came across Darien. Okay? Congressional and immigration reports note that while only 98 Afghans passed through, you're stupid. The surge, fudging numbers. We're not even going to make it say what it's supposed to say. But oh well, no. Approximately zero military personnel came across the fucking Darien Gap onto the border of American border. Approximately none. Okay. Back to this, Salakia. Back to what happened here. Okay, so this is one aspect. All right, there's a war going on. There are many wars. Okay, let's get that real quick. Salakia for me kind of floundering, but this is what it is. Second Ezra's 13. 13:29. Second 13:29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. He's coming real quick, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell upon the earth, and it ain't gonna be nothing but war at that time. Right? The days come when here come the day of judgment and delivery, and it ain't gonna be nothing but war going on everywhere you look. Okay. Not just World War III. War in heaven is right there. One realm against it. There's the war in heaven right there. If you understand what that is. It's in the sky, but it's a different war than some of the. And one shall undertake to fight. This is 2 Ezra 13 and 30. 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another one. City against another one. Place against another one. People against another. And one realm against another. So there could be a whole lot of fighting going on. A lot of different wars, plural. Okay. in the wars, in his word, so bear with me. In the wars, this is 2nd Ezra 16:34. In the wars, plural. Stop. In the wars, plural, not just World War III. In the race war, in the class wars, right? Do you know who the most dangerous is on the face of the earth? Or here in Babylon the Great? There's something called the white left. Esau has turned the word left into something that means black. When you say left, it means black. You niggers. Left, woke, it means you niggers, right? Left, left. Oh, that's left. That's left. You know who's hiding behind that? You know who the smart devils are? The white left. That's the real devil. He's the smart devil. He's like this. I can't roll with these abominable Neanderthals over here on the right because I'm too smart for that, and they're going to drag me down. I need a place where I can hide, right? Well, they go over here, right? Same devils, and they hide under something called the left because left means black. And those devils, they feel the same way that the right does, right? They feel the same way as far as black and white. They hate niggas too, but they're going to go hide because they're smarter. They don't want to be abominable. They go hide under something called the left, but they're the white left. Okay? And here's the difference between the right and the white left. Okay? The right are a bunch of pussies and punks who run around, oh, I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. The white left, the right is afraid of the white left. Those are the motherfuckers. They're smart. They're very smart. You understand? The white left are hiding in the cut. Okay? They won't hesitate to take the whole left down because they're really about whiteness, but they don't want to be seen as a buffoon like your leader Trump. Oh, I'm going to separate myself from Trump because he speaks for all white people. So I'm over here on the left, and I'm going to separate myself from that buffoon, right? While I hide over here because the word left means black. Now, the right understands that those people on the left, they're afraid of them. They know they're going to come out and kill you. Okay? The septum-nosed white women, they're going to come out. See, they're not talking about killing people. They're about to do it because they're mad as fuck. Okay? That's who you got to worry about. The ones on the right, they talk about their guns. They talk about what they, per capita, niggers. The ones on the left, they up in Jake's, they're like, oh no, we're cool with you, nigger. We're cool with you. Hey, we're good. We're good. It's not really true. It's subtle. Because when it came right down to it, motherfucker is black against white. But, you understand? They're in the cut. And those are the real killers. And the white right, the whole right, they know it. They're afraid of them. Those are some real deal cutthroats laying in the cut like a Christian. A Christian is a real deal cutthroat, murderous demon hiding in the cut of godliness. That's what a Christian is. Christian is a blood cult where you get to hide behind righteousness. And motherfucker, boy, you are the most abominable, bloodthirsty killer that there is. Just go to the church, and there they are, hiding. They could go out and do mass John Wayne Gacy type shit, and I mean for real. Show up at the church, motherfucker, and everything is all good. And everybody there with that bow tie on, motherfucker, you are a goddamn bloodthirsty animal. Period. Hiding. And that's just what it is. All the way up to the Pope. And that's just what it is. All right. So anyway, we're in the time of what? Fighting. We're in the time of fighting. So you got to know who is who. All right. That white left, he going to be right there. Oh, no, we're good, bro. Bro, we're on the same team, bro. This motherfucker, boy, he will kill his brother. He will kill you. He will set you up. Okay? Let's get this real quick. So while all this fighting is going on, how are you going to get through this? Who do you trust? Right? I had to set that one up. Who do you trust in this thing? Well, sometimes it's not who you do trust, it's about who you don't. Right? Never. Here it is. See, niggas don't understand this word. When is it okay to ever trust an Edomite? Never. Even when it's on the left? Never. Never trust the left. He's still your enemy. Never trust a woman. She's still thine enemy. She that is what? Mine. Never trust. You got to understand what this word means. That's the spirit that took it there. Or nigga, why you had to do that? It's the spirit took it there. You got to understand how the spirit works. Micah 7 and 10. Is it 10 and 7? Spirit. Who is the enemy? Who's that talking about? Is this Esau? It's Eve. You understand? And Eve speaks for all women. Okay? Becky out there trying to be Keisha and put on a booty. Keisha speaks for all women. Right? Esau bypassed Becky and said, here, come here, Eve. I got something for you to do. Come here. You can raise the kids. You can, Becky, you get your ass over there and sit your ass in the corner. That's Esau. Esau's lieutenant right there. She that is what? What does this mean? So you can't get tripped up. Any woman that is, any Eve that is not your enemy understands exactly this language and has zero problem with it. And there's only half of a woman in the entire universe, right? They haven't even completed a whole one yet, according to the scriptures. Not one have I found. Okay? So never trust your enemy, even the one that's sleeping with you, right? I didn't say you couldn't sleep with her, you just don't trust her. Right? Why? Because she's going to see it very soon. Right? Everything is about this. Here she's over here questioning the whole situation. That's what makes her your enemy. Questioning you. You speak on behalf of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. She's questioning you. Who is she really questioning? And she don't have to say nothing. All she has to do is give you a concerning look, like she's concerned. We're in the time. See, people don't understand judgment. It says, whosoever shall offend. You know what? That look, that offensive look you just gave me, I wonder how the angels are going to mark that one down right here at the end. When here you should be fearing Yahweh Shem Yahushua for what is about to come on the earth. The absolute question of what is about to happen. What is about to happen? You can't even begin to fathom what is about to happen. First, okay, let's put it in the context of magic and witchcraft versus true power. Okay, let's go back to ancient Egypt and Moses and the display between Moses and Pharaoh's Jannes and Jambres. Okay, that is what is about to happen right now in everybody's face on a macro scale. Whose power is greater? Pharaoh's power, which is the world, going into Project Blue Beam and all the little shit that they got. What do you think of Skynet? What's Elon's thing? Whatever, Starlink. What do you think Starlink is? Starlink is the Project Blue Beam. That's how they're going to holograph shit. Okay? So that goes directly into the power of the so-called white man, which is deception, magic, and witchcraft, going back to Jannes and Jambres and the fight that they had against Moses, who had the actual power, not magic and witchcraft, which is deception. So the same thing is about to go on a macro scale. They're going to fly in their blue beam chariots, Satan and his angels, okay? They're drones, right? This is magic, witchcraft, and bullshit compared to actual real power. Manipulating the elements. That's actual real power. God power, not man imitating God and coming up way short. Okay? We're about to watch that display, right? The Jannes and Jambres against Moses. We're about to watch that on display. That is the war in heaven. You understand? Satan and his angels represent Starlink. Satan would be Elon Musk, and his angels would be the Starlink system and these drones. Those are his angels, right? The robots are Satan's angels. You understand? The Satan's chariots, right, are the F-35s plus they have their own disc-shaped flying craft, right? That can't begin, that pale in comparison to the celestial chariots, the spiritual chariots. You understand? The ones with the actual, real celestial power, the power of the universe. So we're about to watch that. Okay? That's one of the things. So here you got the so-called white man talking about, oh, well, the race war is going to go down like this. Nigga, you're not thinking celestially. There are already chariots in the sky right now. That's the whole reason why, Space Force, and suddenly there's aliens and UFOs. Yeah, because your ass is in trouble So let's add that to the race war. Let's add chariots and UFOs and angels and so when it's time to go fight, and you got 15 other things to worry about, right? Like what? What are those 15 other things I got to worry about? You got to worry about these people. Like he said, like the man said, guess what? These motherfuckers are mad as hell. Vietnamese are mad as hell about what happened over there. And a bunch of them are right here. You think that they don't have a rallying cry now? Oh, now is the time. They got gangs, they got all kind of shit. Okay? And they know. See, these other nations, they ain't mad at Jake like that because Jake is docile. The only one that's mad is Esau, and that's on why is he mad? Because of the birthright. It's very plain. Anyway, the fighting has begun. You understand? Here, I'll give you an example. A white man screams at a family, and then comes back in body armor and opens fire. If you don't understand that the fucking fighting has begun, you're a dumbass not listening to the warning. Okay? It has began. So what? That's what you heard about. What have you not heard about? What have you not heard about as far as Carmelo Anthony, his situation versus people being walked out, let go? This nigga gets 35 years. Motherfuckers are going home for less than whatever, for more than whatever he's in there for, or what? I forgot where I was going right now. The warning. Let's get the warning. Okay? Listen, you're at war. You're in the wars. Do you have on the helmet of salvation? Are you fighting a spiritual fight? Okay? Keep forget what I'm supposed to get here. The warning. Easy E. Easy E3 and 17. Listen close. It's not me. The Most High is the one warning you. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman into the house of Israel. What does that mean? Well, that means I've been charged with performing a service for the Most High. What is that service? Hear the word at my mouth. Whatever the Most High tells me, whatever I hear coming out of his mouth, I'm supposed to warn you and give them. Who is them? Children of Israel. The ones that don't hear the word at his mouth. Who are hear the word at my mouth? The prophets. We're the mouthpiece of the Most High. We hear the word, we take it, we say what he wants us to say. What does he want to say? The warning. Hey, you're at war. Wake up. Don't go to the soccer game. Because Dabu 7 said, just like they tried to shoot up the UFC situation and use drones, that's a plan that they're going to do at the soccer game. So don't go to the soccer game. Okay. Oh, where did they try this? Oh, at the UFC match. So don't go to matches. Don't go to large gatherings. We're not in that time. What do you need to understand? Not to act like, oh, I'm finna go to the concert. Those days are over. You're in the middle of a war, and I want to go to the concert. No, stupid. Concerts are over. Are they going to the concert in Tel Aviv right now? Is what I want to know. You know what's going on in Iran? They're over there catching hella missiles, right? They're still over there. We're taking Khark Island. Oh no, we're not. We bombed the fuck up out of hella shit today, but we take it all back. We didn't mean it. You think motherfuckers are going to a soccer game? The team is up out of there. Nigga, we're not getting bombed. Anybody with any sense of dual citizenship is not in Iran right now. Okay? Don't go. Let me go back here. Right here. Hey, who's at the soccer game? Whoever's laying out here with an RPG. They're here. If they're going to attack a soccer game like they tried to attack the UFC match and were thwarted, which is hogwash and bullshit coming from the FBI, they're letting you know motherfuckers going down at the soccer game. The point that I'm making, you should be out of the world, not worried about a damn soccer game, not even watching it on you, not giving a fuck. Right? You know, I heard a brother bring it out perfectly. You know what the World Cup is? The world is the cup of trembling. The World Cup of trembling is what it is. All right? Which is about to go on to Esau's coming off of Jake. What is the cup of trembling? Where you're so scared to fight back that they can put you in slavery. That's what the cup of trembling is. The Most High put the cup of trembling on you. Somebody's like, run up on you. You're like, okay, I surrender. Without throwing a blow. And next thing you know, you got shackles on you and doing hardcore chattel slavery. Why? The World Cup of trembling. Don't go to the soccer. What's the warning? Don't go to the soccer game. Don't go to the wrestling match. Don't go to the football game. Those days are over. Lot's wife, and stop looking fucking back. All right, so anyway, we didn't get to the spiritual aspect. Okay, and the spiritual aspect is what? Of this plane going down. Well, let's get this real quick. And the angels held back. Holding back the four winds. I'm going to read this. Revelation 7:1 NIV. After this, I saw 4 UFOs. See, when you see this word, angels, you can substitute that word right there for UFOs. Right? Now, what are these UFOs doing? They're calling them angels. I saw 4 UFOs standing at the four corners, holding back the 4 winds of the earth to prevent any wind from blowing on the land or on the sea or any tree. These are people. Sea, tree, these are talking about people. This blowing is talking about nuclear bombs. Okay? To prevent any wind, what? The nuclear wind, the nuclear bomb from destroying all these people. I saw 4 UFOs shooting down a B-52 that was strapped with a fucking nuke. That's the spiritual. Well, they came out of Area 51 near Roswell, well-known UFO hotspot, and they were carrying the nuke, and the motherfucker got shot down. Can we see that in the scriptures? Well, after this, I saw 4 UFOs shooting down motherfuckers that was trying to deliver a damn nuke. So it was too early for these people to die. That's what that says. John on the Isle of Patmos, right? The angel sat him down right here and said, watch this. And there was a dude, or there was a UFO bzz, shot the bzz. This motherfucker exploded. John said, "What the fuck?" And he wrote this. After this, I saw 4 UFOs standing on the, sitting there waiting for this nigga to come by with a goddamn nuke. This is what he's saying right now. I saw the whole thing go down. Prevent any nuke from hitting them people. Right? Stand up for holding back the 4 winds. Here's the 4 winds are in about to be delivered. So we shot the plane down that was about to deliver the 4 winds. Okay, that's the spiritual. What happened to the B-52 crash on Monday? Well, there was a couple of UFOs. It's clear that they're in Area 51. You know, I'm trying to be somewhat comical. This is the way we think. It's plausible. To know what the chariots are, what their function is, to know that this would be nothing more. If there was a UFO standing and shot this down, this is nothing more than the war in heaven. A UFO fighting against Satan and his angels fighting against Michael and his angels. That's the war in heaven. Is this nigga off the ground? He's airborne. If he got shot from right, that's the war in heaven, in the sky. Wheels are off the ground. Looks like the sky to me. It's blue. If you're not looking at everything in the spirit, you're not going to hear that voice behind you saying, "This is the way." All right? You have to look at you got to walk in the spirit right now. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. The natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto you. No, you have to walk in the Spirit. You have to let go of what you think you see physically. Otherwise, right in front of you, Yahushua, nigga, you are going to sink to the bottom. You have to let go of the physical and begin to step into the spiritual, which is all faith. It's all belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's the only way that you're going to survive walking on water. You got to start now being spiritual. Being spiritual, walking in the spirit is walking on water. You have to believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You got to believe in Yahushua to walk on water. Right? Meaning this, I'm going to sacrifice my life. The moment you make yourself a martyr, okay, what is the worst that could happen? You could die in the truth. That is a win above wins. You got to die anyway. Either you're going to die a horrible death for a reason, or a horrible death, motherfucker, for no reason. So once you worked out all of the math, right, what does it mean to overcome death? Right? It means that you're not afraid to die. Okay? Once you've gotten there, you're like, "Oh, I'll lay down my life for Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's a win-win. You know, I don't know how it's going to go down, but let me start preparing myself for that." Once you're there, you're in the spirit. So if you seek martyrdom, and I don't mean strapping on no vest and going and killing nobody. Martyrdom is this. If it happens that I get frog marched to a concentration camp and they chop my head off with a guillotine because of what I believe in, then that's just fine. You have to go right there, right? If you know if you train for that, oh, that might be my fate, that might be my lot, so let me prepare for that, right? And then if you make it through, you're looking down on a glass, a sea of glass, cheersing, that's a plus. You're still there anyway. Is whether you made it alive or didn't. You're still there anyway. So anyway, I'm talking too much. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. Let me try to get it all the way through. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. How can you spiritually discern anything without walking in the Spirit? And the more you walk in the Spirit, the more exercised your discernment will be. You can't just, oh, right now, I'm going to spiritually, I'm going to use spiritually. No, you walk in this. You always use spiritual discernment with everything. First, that's putting the kingdom, and then you act. You consider spiritually, and then you act. If you act at all, don't act. One of the biggest things on the way out of here, I find, and this is going to be hard for everybody. Boy, it's going to be hard not to fight back. Esau saying some inflammatory shit, but when you want to fight, you're like, oh, nigga, what? You get riled up. That's a demon that's going to get you. Got to start working on that. Let me go help. Captain Savo is going to get you. Captain Savo is a big old demon that's going to get you in Jacob's trouble. Go back and watch The Road. Stay on the road. Stay on the road. Boy, you better get that mantra right. You know what stay on the road means? Don't be fucking Captain Savo. The road is spiritual. Stay on the road means you can't save that bitch. That's her lot. Don't go get yourself involved in something that the Most High is doing. That's the Most High's business. That's judgment. If you understand judgment, keep it moving. Stay on the road. Anyway, before I go any further, I pray that this was edifying to anyone. At least once a lot. And with that,